Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Wildermyth. I don't even know what genre this is. Wildermyth was added to the list 793 days before it was actually funded. And before I move any forward, I do want to say shoutouts and thank you to Jesse's Mask, Mr. Red, Shishki, and Diddy, and I Return to Nothingness, Eon Dragon, Uthor, Savicom, Tobias Winker, James Willie, Jason Crowell, Jeffrey Cheney, Jenna Lynn, Jim Tarpley. You can always tell when I get to the dealer's choice, because I sorted alphabetically. Jim Tarpley, Jimmy Bailey, Joe, John Casiello, Jonathan Book, Geludo, Joran, Joseph Pham, Giacomo, man, I haven't seen him in forever, Justin T, 1977, Caffeine, Kydek, and of course, the person who put this game on the books, and our majority shareholder, Venters. Now, for those of you not actually aware, Venters has given me way too much money over the years and has single-handedly funded 4 separate games, with Dealer's Choice filling in the cracks there, of which is the 4th. So far, I haven't liked any of them. So having said that, I am very curious if this is going to break the trend. In fact, I am what I would call hopeful this would break the trend, because as much as that's cute and amusing, I don't really seek out disliking games. I know that sounds strange, because I have actually gotten that accusation before, that I want to dislike games, and I prefer to dislike games because I'm a I don't actually know why. Nobody ever gives me a reason. They just say that. Yeah, Ventures was Romance of the Three Kingdoms 14, Outer Wilds. I had to take a second there. And I don't actually remember the third one. I wish Ventures was here. See, exactly, Craziness. I seek out evil games, or horrible games, awful games. Like Lunar. No, I'm kidding. But, we'll see. Let's do it. That's a small window, but sure. I can wake with that. Outer Wilds is the 500,000th example of a game that has a good story score and that I hate from a gameplay axis. Like, there's a lot I actually rather liked in that game, but it also got to the point where I was just really sick of it and wanted to be on with it, which is a damn shame, because it's an extremely inventive, creative game that I legitimately recommend everybody try. I have actually recommended Outer Wilds to other people, so make of that what you will. What do we got for options? Let's get rid of the bloom. Nobody likes bloom. Let's get rid of bloom. Get rid of depth of field. Get out of here. Get out of here. Oh, right. Sorry. Let me fix the volume, and then let me fix the volume. Thank you for making mute on lose focus a toggle instead of mandatory. Thank you. Hang on. What we got here? UI size, language sets, animation speed. Hey, listen, Ross. All I'm going to say to that is Mass Effect 3. Mass Effect 3, for those of you who don't remember, actually had a positive gameplay score and a negative story score. And let me tell you, those are rare. We cover a lot of gameplay-focused games, but most of them are still neutral or good on the story axis. It's really rare that we have a bad story, good gameplay. Or good gameplay game, excuse me. I think Three Houses will do better than it did last time on the story axis, though. Because, I mean, characters, if nothing else, right? I will unabashedly say that I don't like the plot of the arc we did last time, but... Okay. I didn't pick it, Ross. Get that later. Get that later. Well, we'll be doing it again, Crazy Horse. We'll probably do it first, even. But then we'll also be doing all of them. It's why Three Houses hasn't been funded yet, because it's a long-ass game. Oh, nice, hero. Edelgard. Well, I forget what it's called. Black something. Which one's Bleachable, other than Mass Effect 3? Because I know that one is. Black Eagles, thank you. Again, you all voted for that before we did it. That is a lot of tools. So we've got the ability to make your own in-game cutscenes. We've got a crying baby. We've got Make him in ZX Advent. Yeah, that makes sense. XCOM 2. Yeah. And Far Cry New Dawn. I'm surprised that was positive. Yeah, that's some decent support. So, hang on, let's... Do we have... Hang on. Let's look at the mods here. There are several. Several of the top ones are romance packs. I'm not sure what to make of that. Looking like mostly cosmetics. A lot of cosmetics, actually. Which is fine, but indicative. There's another romance pack. There's actually 3 now. Interesting. Yeah, obviously we're going to get all the romance packs. Duh. It's the only thing we care about in these games. I mean, I just played Breath of Fire 2, Breath of Fire 3, and Lunar back-to-back. Let's get some more romance in here, y'all. Or at least horniness. Bob 3 wasn't super horny, that's true. I mean, nothing's going to get to the level of Boff 2. Other than Lunar. Oh yeah, we never got copy wrong for Eye of the Tigers, hasn't I? That is a bikini. Interesting. I don't have anybody to test co-op with, Colgrim, so I'll have to figure it out. Listen, Venters will never be here. What was the other game you funded, Venters? It was Outer Wilds. It's another bikini. Outer Wilds, Romance of the Three Kingdoms 14. It's another bikini. Oh, Far Cry New Dawn. Yeah. Yep, nope, that tracks. We've actually covered 2 Far Cry games, which, if that doesn't sound impressive, we've also covered 2 Assassin's Creed games, and I think I could safely say Far Cry is Assassin's Creed. All right, so okay, so we've got decent options. Let's jot that down first. The Long Dark is when I pause streaming for a period of time. D20 Archon. Oh, that's right. There is a game called that. I don't even know what it is, so I have no idea. D20. Don't know. All right. So we obviously have tools, which is important. We have accessibility, which is important. Relatively low depth. Oh, that's right. Forgot you were also one of the big pushers behind Greedfall, which I hated. So of the games I just mentioned, Far Cry New Dawn was just kind of a subpar Far Cry game, if we're being honest with ourselves. Outer Wilds was a great game, not for me, which, as I mentioned earlier, I've recommended to many, many people. Romance of the Three Kingdoms 14 was trash. But Greedfall... what the hell? That game. Man. I was so disappointed by that game. I wanted to like that game. I was looking forward to it. Which is the other funny thing, by the way. At least 3 of the games Ventures has pushed are games I was specifically interested in. So, I guess I'm the one who has bad taste there. So we've got... Hang on. So we've got support. No. We've got... What's tools? It's out of support. So tools... We definitely have tools. We definitely have accessibility. Especially if it's baked into the menu. And then we've got depth, which will probably only get a single one. And I do believe that's it. This game has built-in Reddit, which is one of these icons. I don't know which one. I think it's that one, maybe. Yes, that one. Hey! I know the Reddit icon because I didn't quit Reddit over them pulling some bullcrap last year or anything. What are you talking about? All right, so. Yeah, this game's probably really, really good, and I probably hate it. So let's see how multiplayer works. Up to 5 players, okay? Okay. That sounds like a bare minimum of a double co-op positive. The fact that you can directly connect to someone via the IP means even after the server's gone down, you got that. And it looks like it uses Steam's backend for connection, which is cool. And of course, I should probably cancel that. You have hosting, you have joining, you have passwords, you have base discoverability. It also sounds like crossplay is there, so that's nice. That's true, Crazy Norse. Yeah, that's the problem. I don't really have a great way to gauge this, but this is a bare minimum of 2 positives to co-op right out of the gate. So let's go ahead and jot down this really quick. We'll move forward. I guess we'll do the tutorial. Difficulty. Affects health, armor, damage. Okay, so that's all boring. Overland difficulty adjusts Pace of calamites? Time pressure on the map and frequency of infestation and incursion. Well, let's stick with default for now. They also have the optional whatcha-fig mode, so it's nice. And there's the mods, and we can do a seed? Was it XCOM? I think it was XCOM. Sorry, I gotta check my notes on something really quick. Yeah, sounds like there's a strategy layer. Good afternoon, Solar Cat. That's what I thought. Okay. I would agree with you completely, Solar Cat, but then again, I wasn't super impressed with Last of Us 2, to be honest. I mean, I've played worse. Okay. Future warrior, future hunter, future mystic. A hot-headed peacemaker, a romantic loner, and a decisive greed wagon. I have not played the second one, Solar Cat. It's starting calamites. I don't even know what that means. Yeah, let's reroll you. Goofish hothead. We already have a hothead. Decisive greed wagon. We already have one of those. Poetical romantic. You know what? Sure. I'll go with that. It says right there, calamites. Oh, actually, it doesn't. There is an I there. I don't know how to pronounce that then. Calamites? Calamities? I don't know. Calamarain? Kazoo? Whoop. This book. So, she's 19. That's a lot of stats. So, hang on. You could start with 50 calamities. Just want to be clear about that. Anyways. Why? Okay. There's room in it for another story. It's cold, I'm stuck here. Anything to prove I lived, I guess. Not that I'm giving up. Someone will come. Maybe my friends. But it's alright, this is how I'd start it. Here in Yondering Country, something in the woods is very strange. Hopeful and happy to see a stormless sky, a young woman named Conlin takes the seasonal road to the town of Derngap. So old Lunkin wants a cheese round. Some medicine people can use, Red Lover. Then have to remember to buy the hill folk their soap. Unwashed hill folk's good for nobody. Breeze is light that day. Birds are timid. In fact, the whole world is taking a breath, ready to leap into the sea. I'm there already, huh? Here's the hard part, getting Arnie out of bed. Hopefully it's just him in there. And hopefully he's wearing clothes this time. Or else, there's smoke. Fluttering flames roost on the far-off rooftops. Conlon hurries towards the town, thinking of Arnie, young men of whom she's known since girlhood. Choose! Plus rivalry, plus friendship, plus romance. What does that mean? Well, hang on. Rivalry, friendship, romance, right? So we can pull this up at a will. We can change our hairstyle. You want anything cooler? There we go. We apparently have 92 healer, 10 romantic, 3 poet. She's weird. Wanderlusty. Shameful. Farming. Alive! She's alive! That's an interesting stat to have. Okay, I don't know. We'll friendship. Arnie, you alright? I'll get you out. Just make a little noise. Hero has an action left. Hero has no more actions. Okay. There is a link to the wiki, which I'm staring at now. Interesting. That background is wild. Look at that. Look at that. Oh. Okay, that's better. Squinting a little too much there. Yes, I know. I gotta fix it. Give me a second. There we go. Now I can actually read what the hell I'm looking at. Okay. I mean, I don't want to sound negative. It's a fairly standard combat UI, but it's a decent one. I can tell most of what I'm looking at pretty much at a glance. We have 6 health. We have 2 move. I don't know what the feather means. We currently have an objective to put out the fires. It flat out tells us what's going to happen if we go over stuff like that right there. 100% chance to take 2 damage. Obviously, it's got the 2-color thing, which I think XCOM, Enemy Unknown, specifically popularized. The feather cannot be hovered over. The diamonds can't be hovered over either. But the diamonds are obvious. Flanking is apparently a thing. Walling is apparently a thing. That's not a sword. That's a feather. Swift action. Free once per turn. After a swift action is used, that hero's swift actions become single actions. And single actions cost diamonds. So we have 2 actions and 1 swift action. So very, very D&D. It's actually pretty similar to my own system, too. Okay. Let's go ahead and extinguish the blaze. Okay. So I don't want to jump the gun here too much, but I do like the HUD so far. And the animation was pretty cute, so we'll put that up here. Give me a second. His house is still standing, at least. Arnie, are you hurt? Is there a reason the door's locked? She doesn't know. Why is no one... Hey, do you not smell the... I smell the smoke. Get inside. Yeah, there's things in the street. You didn't see any? Like monsters? I don't know. I've got one trapped behind... behind the house. They just rampaged in all of a sudden? Want to kill it. Right, so here, I got some tools around. You're stronger than I am. You can swing something pretty good. I bet we can at least drive it off. By the way, cutscenes are skippable. So we can get a pitchfork to keep something at arm's rate. Pickaxe, we want a heavier melee. Or a frying pan. And the dialogue for the frying pan says, this is for cooking. Why did I grab this? Which one should we pick? What's my stats? Well, why don't we check? Because we can check at any time instantly. So, let's see here. We retire at 45. I mean, I would lean towards the pitchfork because spears are awesome, but we gotta pick the pan. So I don't really see like a combat stats really. Like our accuracy is 103, whatever that means. Okay. And nothing seems to indicate anything else. So, and it is. Sure we can shut it up, whatever it is. Just be ready when you open that door. Bow cards. Hooves thrown sloppily around beneath it. It runs, staggering, bellowing in agony. Okay, so you're obviously a melee, so get up here in front. And you... Switch forward one. Wait. Okay. Open door. Attack scenery! No, just open the door. Walling does not stack. But it does exist. There's corruption on the ground. Deals 1 magic damage when walking through. Can I can. We did it! We got exp. We're now a greenhorn! We can be Paladin, Vigilance, or Sentinel. We can also reroll. Not that, actually we can't reroll, but we could reroll. If we had LP, whatever that is. It's in the upper right. So, this game reminds me a lot of Final Fantasy. There you go, just few prisoners. So if she ends her turn by moving, she automatically enters Guardian status. Her heightened senses allow her to perform up to 2 reaction strikes per turn. Or, instead of Guardian, she leaps up to 2 tiles in order to intercept a foe who passes nearby, performing a reaction strike. Let's do the reaction strike. Let's do Vigilance. Ranged attacks have one piercing. Melee and ranged attacks apply hobbled to the enemy. Or, twice per combat as a swift action, Arnie throws a jump jaw trap that will deal 2 damage and pin the nearest enemy. I like all of these. But I'm going to go with my default, which is damage. Kill them before we die. We found a Belt of Divinity, which adds warding, which absorbs magic defense and refreshes at the start of your turn. Let's put that on her then. We also got some salvage. You're about to get very popular. The creature's death is quiet. It seems to slip from life in a few stunned, hazy blinks. They'll spend a piece of the day getting the flames under control. The damage isn't as bad as it could have been. Townsfolk emerge from hiding to fight fires and clear debris. Some full of curiosity. Others visibly haunted by what they've seen. We should go. Joe's alone. Sorry, I know you're tired. Me too, but I know she might have meant something. She's at the ruined tower by now. It's a long way. Can we leave the town a mess? Others will take care of it, but Joe will be waiting for us. What happened today could happen anywhere, couldn't it? Something about that tower just stuck in my mind. It's like when you get apple skin in your teeth. You get apple skin in your teeth? I can feel that analogy. It's unpleasant. Huh? Yeah. Anyway, I think we'd said you made her we should. The tower's in the hills. You been there? Yeah, just once. Actually, looking at tracks, they come and they go that direction. Colin and Arnie follow the pounding path of the monstrous feet, hoping for the best and dreading every other possibility. We can be rivalry, we can be friendship, or we can be lovers. Let's keep going with friendship. A wordless while passes between them, but the quiet only heightens their worry. You've known Jo longer than I have. She's pretty capable, I feel like. Yeah, Jo's a little pushy at times, but she doesn't often disappoint me, you know. Weird things do tend to happen around her, but I'd say she's probably up there now. Figuring things out. Okay. We have 0 days till the next Calamity card, as opposed to Calamites. We don't have any Calamites. Rivalry, Friendship, and Romance. Prisoners. We also have no Infested tiles. There's our legacy points. At chapter's end, we'll gain ingots, heartwoods, hides, fabrics, and spell threads. Actually, we won't. Look, there's the Calamites. I have no idea what I'm looking at here. We can gather in a tile, fortify against incursions in a tile, or send a hero to a town to craft or upgrade an item. There's Joa, who is not yet in the party. Okay. Costs times. Time. Yeah, that's why I had to expand it, Prisoners. Costs time. Okay. Oh, I see no reason to not send both, so go. Do it. Da ba da ba 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 da ba ba da ba 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 da ba ba. The previous night, the tower where Joa had arranged to meet Colin and Arnie is a place she often used to escape to as a girl. She knows its rooms and its floors well. She could survive being chased through them. Now I wait, I suppose. Dust gets deep as rain puddles in here. Alive is alive. Better have a plan if that beast breaks through. You're a rare beast. Folks would pay to see you. I'd pay not to. The tower has outlived generations, maybe the boast of some long-dead despot whose name has sunk in the river. But as the old will tell you, precious things go overlooked in a ruin. What lodges amidst the bones of failure is often the dreams that drove it. That book. Why have I never... Easy there, easy there. Guess you're wondering why I'm talking to myself, huh, Beast? I'm also wondering. The book's heavier than its slender spine suggests. The book is called Wildermyth. Roll credits. Look at all this. It's full of strange stories, the folklore of folk long forgotten. Circles of the ancients. This wild nonsense, how a woodcutter can read rings inside of trees to find the exact moment a grove began calling itself a forest. The Tears of Oak Man is a weird, rootless tragedy of a man made of oak who stands on a sea cliff and is eaten by termites as he waits for his driftwood love to wash ashore. What? The flotsam beauty floats forever past the edge of the incoming tide. The Derngap boy tells of a blight-skinned man who drew things so feelingly, that they began to come true, and he drew circles in a book and eventually fell through. This book. Somewhere in her feels like it's coming... Something in her feels like it's coming loose, but you can't tell exactly what. And time to roll sanity. There's room for another story in it. It's cold. I'm stuck here. But alright, this is how I'd start it. Here in Yondering Country, she writes. Words are ready. Omens have formed in the fabric of everything, and she's beginning to recognize them now. Some are just misgivings. They've crept through her like the sourceless aches one wakes with. Others are more substantial. Now they seem lightning playing a promise of thunder. For in the wild black woods where birds once bellied, a hateful silence churns. Pain lights Joa's head. I made it to morning? She lowers her bleary eyes. Her story lies before her in luminous script. Empty pages have sprouted behind it. Why do I feel... powerful? Sorry. So we can wield a spoon or a staff? Yeah, I think we all know the correct choice here. Spoon it is. Open wide, beast. I'm getting out of here. Wouldn't you, Crazy Norse? Mingle the mystic's life energy with a blaze or piece of scenery. Interfuse targets grant vision and can be used for further purpose. So that can turn into a serpent, which hobbles the enemy and squeezes their life. That can turn into rest nearby fire. That also turns into a serpent. That turns into two grasping appendages that pin an enemy for a turn. Excuse me. That explodes in doing damage to the nearby area. And it is a swift action to do. Oh yeah, I can do that fire too. I actually love apples, but apples don't love me. Okay. So now it takes an action to do that. But it looks like I can only interfuse with one thing at a time, which makes sense. Let's test that, just for the sake of testing. Nope, I could totally interfuse two things at once. I don't know if it's actually intolerant, but apples really screw with me. I think they just have too much sugar. Use the infusibility to contain... Yeah, thank you. I got that. Hey, Ramble. What ye be up to? Damn it. Oh, I love pears. I love most fruit, honestly. You would have to work at it to find a fruit I don't like. Never had a jackfruit. Never had a durian. Thank you, Jay Palmer, for being the one true evil. I'm so proud of you, Mr. Ed. I hope you liked the game, because I hated it. When me and my friends tried to play it, we put it down after like a week. Now, granted, obviously that was a while ago. But still. So that's 24, Season 1, Ace Combat X, and Seek, Destroy. Let's see. In Other Waters, Dungeons and Dragons Online. A fairly abandoned game at this point. Road Warden, and goodbye, Volcano High. Thank you, TSP. Always appreciate. Thank you, both of you. The magic system feels as good as its GM, which in this case is obviously going to be based on map design. I'm ready, Crazy Norse. What is it? What is it? Hit me with it. Yeah, no kidding, Shaludo. I legitimately hope you find enjoyment from that game, Mr. Red. But holy crap. Yes, Jay Palmer. I like all of these. We'll go with Ignite. Sure, I'll take 0.7 health. Why not? Yeah, DDO is just... Where do I even start? It has a lot of issues. And even if you ignore all the issues getting it running and the clankiness of an old and bad interface and old and bad controls... Its core content is not what I would call particularly engaging. It also has a very early group wall, or at least it did when we were playing. Me and my two friends were not enough to group with stuff pretty much the moment we left the tutorial island. And not the tutorial island, like the one after that. So there's a tutorial, and there's like the big island with several quests and dungeons in it, and then you get like to the mainland. And as soon as we got to the mainland, we ran into a wall. And we put the game down. More monsters roam the ruined halls and rattle the rotted furniture. But Joa moves quietly, sensing her way in the dark. Daylight lands on her wrist. Cool wind soothes her tired eyes. Still the same world. Closes the tower door, gently, to make no noise. That was the mystic's art I did, right, Tower? Where'd I get it from? Could it have just happened? Is it just one of those things? Yeah, someday, every now and again, you just wake up and you're a mage. You're a mage. Whatever your name is, Joa. Things a woman's born with that might blossom in her life when she needs them. Well, I might not deserve it, but you never turn down a turkey. That's what they say. I don't like turkey. Of course, that means I've got new responsibilities suddenly. First one's maybe to figure out my limits. Joa, are you alright there? Hey, Joa, what happened? Yeah, I forgot you two were coming. I'm sorry, I had the weirdest night and day, and... yeah, Colin and I only barely made it. See that smoke on the horizon? That's from town. It burned? Things are different than they were. Yeah, well, I don't know if I've ever seen anything quite like this. Monsters? Sure we have. We slay monsters. Okay, well, I do magic. Okay. The lurking gorgons are at strength 2, whatever that means. The narrative is weird. The dialogue feels like someone doesn't make like it's English is not their primary language or something like that. It's serviceable, but I'm having trouble reading it at several points. It might be machine translation. I don't know. I know nothing about this game. I didn't know it was a tactical game until today. By the way, Brigman, could I ask you a huge favor? No rush on this. But at some point, I would love it if you would try out the new trust system in WoW. Because that should be live now. And I just want to see how it feels to you. No expectations. I want someone else's perspective on it, you know? Okay, so... it's under enemy control, and... if we capture and develop it, we get hide, ingot, and spell thread. The trust... I say trust system because that's the FF14 term for it. If it's what I think it is, it's going to be extremely cool. It's kind of what Blizzard used to be really good at. It's the trust system from FF14, but a lot better. But I don't know yet. I haven't poked at it myself yet. Oh, absolutely, Mr. Red. The Brotherhood of Light were extremist paladins without being evil. Pretty much think the Scarlet Crusade if they weren't evil, and you kind of got them. Like, that's really the way to put that. Okay, sorry, I had an interface issue. Okay, so... I think we're still in tutorial land here. Just kind of soaking in the interface a little bit still. So, yeah, I'm going to assault with everyone, obviously. Cost 0 days, because we're already there. Alright, let's talk about how we get through this. A perfect understanding isn't likely to emerge. What these beasts are, where they came from, what drove them to attack, but letting them nest here feels like the wrong idea. Yeah, this is a good example of what I'm talking about. These aren't sentences, really. I don't know how to describe this. A perfect understanding isn't likely to emerge. What these beasts are, where they came from, and what drove them to attack the town of Derngap. But letting them nest here feels like the wrong idea. It's changing perspectives in mid-sentence, or in mid-paragraph. And the structure of each sentence is just throwing me. I'm struggling to explain this. Does anybody else have any idea what I'm talking about here? Survival is the priority, but is it actually safer to be aggressive? Sure, well... like, that feels like a weird reaction. Sure, well... yeah, I think you're right. I think there's some procedural generation here. Which would make sense if there's some plug-and-play going on. Not plug-and-play, that's the wrong phrase. Jigsaw. Jigsaw dialogue. So we can gain courage or stoicism. I don't know what any of these things mean yet. Let's do courage. All heroes plus 2 damage and potency for 3 turns. Okay, so we get a buff for doing that. So we got the raccoon and the roe this time. Okay. Action points! I feel like this could have happened a couple of battles ago. I do like the description, though. So far, this is actually a pretty legit tutorial. I suppose that's fair. I also notice we have physical armor and magical armor. Armor and warding, for example. She has 2 warding. She has 1 of each, and he has nothing. Can we just... Yes, we can. Okay. I admit I find the animations cuter than I probably should. So it looks like, not perfect action economy like something like, say, Mechanicus, but still interesting action economy here. So I'm kind of with it, why don't you... What does that mean? Yeah, good color coding, too. I agree with that. Yeah, that sounds about right, Shadow Machine. Okay. Yeah, this... Am I the only one constantly being reminded of Arcanum right now? Or Arcanum, if you prefer. Da-da-da-da! Oh god, there's tentacles. Which, it's okay, the tentacles provide cover. Honestly, Linkle was very fun, but no. Midna and, I can't remember the other one. Midna was one of my favorites. Just from a pure gameplay perspective. That's what I thought. And that's enough, yeah. Okay. Should have. What did you do to this? Yeah, I notice we're fighting an enemy that leaves death on the ground whenever they die. I mean, Minda's an awesome character, and when we get to our Zelda, there's probably going to be some competition for that, let me tell you. It's funny you say that, Yura, because I think, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Non-aesthetically, I think the visuals are good. I need to with you aesthetically. Like, the papercraft is interesting, but ultimately indistinct. Like, it all just kind of blurs together. But when I'm looking at the actual battlefield like this, I can tell everything I'm looking at just like that. Which, you know, is kind of important to me. Yeah, I can already feel Infuse being its own separate positive. Agreed, Colgrim. And the outlining. There's some good outlining going on here. Ruto? I could see that. It depends on how you define Grimdark, Dr. Winter, but generally speaking, I'd go with yes. So, as much as I hate to get rid of that mace... Actually, yeah, speaking of which, let's jot down. So far, the info in game has been quite good. And yeah, the at-a-glance is really good. Like, I'm already feeling a triple positive for the at-a-glance. This might be it, Venters. This might be it! Alright, Venters has, of course, left at this point. That's right, it's time for some negatives. Lunar, totes, sucksores. No, I'm not gonna do that. It's not a sucky game. We'll call it Lunar, Silver, Star, X. There we go. Boom. Oh yeah, Ganondorf is very fun to play. There's someone else, I can't remember who it is. I want to say it might be Zant. It was definitely one of the optional characters, because all the mandatory plot characters were just not that fun for me. Favorite weapon for Link? I didn't remember any of them. It's great, Adventures. It's perfect. Please don't kill me. The last misshapen creature folds its bones and dies. Blue fluids darken the dust. So calm, accepting death. Not natural at all. Natural if you're suffering. Hey, look at us. Look what we did. Yeah. You see what I mean? I actually have a category for pluses and negatives called dialogue. Yeah, I'm already feeling that, Crazy Norse. Day drops, day rises. Dusk is sweet, and the sunrise sweeter. It's not long before they've cleaned the old tower up a bit. I've been working on this place forever, I'm telling you. I always knew this morning would rise when I'd gaze into the sky and see a destiny for myself. A destiny to inspire song. Who talks like this? Let us not wait to be overrun. We're a company of heroes now. We'll walk the land. We'll fight! People need us. We'll give ourselves a name and one that makes sure to sing. Sounds like you thought about this. We must call ourselves the Sages of the Page. Or Swans Plenty. Or Trout's Generation. Or we can come up with our own. We, of course, are going to come up with our own. The Lore Walkers. After that, the three of them are inseparable. Rumors are rampant. Heroes are needed. This world will be flooded in sorrows, but its defenders are joined by a fire that night. Here follow the tales of the Lore Walkers. Be remembered. Calamities! Your enemies improve their strategies every fight. Okay. That sucks, I suppose. I think we're out of the tutorial? No, hang on. You can use legacy points to build stations, cancel calamities, or recruit heroes. What's our party size max? It looks like 6 at a glance. Once a site is free of enemy control, you can spend time to secure it. Secured sites provide resources now and at the end of each chapter, which you can use to craft gear at a town or in between chapters. So, it's a big looking map, too. Are we still in the tutorial? We might still be in the tutorial. We can investigate thoroughly to find an item, or we could finish the work and let the place heal and work faster. That could be Mr. Anvari. Sure, everyone. Hang on. Nope, yep, that does reduce the time. Okay, cool. Well, hang on. Then, let's send you to scout this. And then let's send you to do a recruit opportunity. See what happens. New recruit. An aloof poet. Whoever you are, done. You're recruited. Welcome to the crew, Loss. I don't think I'd call the Argent Crusade bad on any level, Mr. Rune. It didn't take long to trick back to Dern Gap, and the town still seemed like the best bet for taking on another capable pair of hands. Nod. Wait! It's you! From the Heroes? Right, anyway, I was hoping you'd come back. Everything alright? Oh, everything's fine, and that's just it. It's been quiet in Dern Gap so far, but I heard those things you said. Talk of linking our hearts into an unbreakable chain of legend. And it stuck with me more than I would have thought. Is that how we put it? I suppose forming a company of heroes can get one a little fired up. You were right, though. The woods are darkened with branching peril. But such a company, a family forged in battle, should not be underestimated. Well, we could use another fighter on our side if you're up for it. Oh, fantastic. I'm glad you offered. After all, when danger drops in, you'd rather have a pair of daggers than 24 butter knives. Far be it from us to turn you down, then. Let's go with Warrior. Uh-oh. There are many lurking Gorgons here. I mean, that makes sense, Bragman. Oh, I have no idea, Grizzmers. I know about as much as you do. I have no idea, Walker. I know about as much as you do. Okay, Okay, so she's getting recruited. Why don't you... help secure the site. So, go ahead and send him there as well. I think the point of letting the NPCs lead is for people who don't already know the dungeons. I could be wrong about that, though. Den's Tower has been cleaned and put to good order, with time left for a few days of comfort. Den's Tower will return to the hands of the common folk, and while they tend at the site, will provide resources at the end of each chapter. Yay! Resources. Woo. Let's go conquer the mill! I love conquering. But we have to wait before we can conquer. So why don't we scout instead? By the way, yes, I realize that I've just done the first worst thing I possibly could. I have split the party. Arnie's episodes were nothing new, but they have been getting stronger lately and more numerous. There's only a brief moments of twitching and pressure, but brief, desperate fight against something inside of himself. But the effort always left him exhausted and unable to focus. That's alright, Arnie. Keep it together. Arrgh! Come on, not now. Enough! I have struggled inside your heart long enough. I must grudgingly admit your soul rise with passion more than most, making it nearly impossible to get a grip on. What are you? What do you want? At this moment, what I am fed up with and what I want... And what I am is fed up, and what I want is a deal that works for us both. Give me a place to exist. Nothing much, an arm, a leg, an eye, perhaps, and I won't bother you anymore. I dare say it could turn advantageous for us both. And if I refuse? I may not be able to take your soul, but I can make your life very difficult. Well, so we can gain a transformation, whatever that means, or say no. Now, normally I would say no, but I am curious what transformation means, so... Just the entertainment of the idea for just a second was long enough. A force like billowing storm clouds unfolded, and suddenly his gaze felt weightier, powerful, shared. The feeling was jarring. Okay, this isn't so bad. My head feels a lot clearer, at least. Oh, crud, how am I going to explain this to the others? I hope Conlon will understand. Ah, wait. So we could get Heartwoods. I don't know what anything means now. I'll play a copyright song. No! And it'll play non-stop the whole time you're streaming. You have to stream in total silence. A thresher provides heartwood and fabric. 2 heartwood for the lumberyard, or hides and spell threads. I don't know what any of these are, or what I need with any of them. So, Baby shark, doo 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 doo, baby shark. Alright. Screw it. So, training, scouting, building. Infested tiles. Infestation increase the strength of the source threat. Can ambush groups of two or more or 1 heroes, and over time will spread into an incursion. Okay, where's the infestation? Oh, that's infested. Cool. Yay! Let's see. Let's go ahead and... I don't like any of these. We'll do that. Give her cleave. Yay! Now have a source of heartwood. We need more fabric and spell thread if you want to do that. Ooh, nice, a smithery. Okay. The time has come to send everybody. It looks like a party of 5, excuse me. So, go. What was that guy's name we're supposed to keep an eye out for? York, I think. York. Is nobody going to ask about his arm? From what I know of forest folk, they normally spread themselves out over the landscape. Better to enjoy the vistas. These aren't exactly normal times, though. And his wife seemed concerned, anyway. Of course she is. Old York seems distracted. Starts spending more and more time out in the ruins watching the goats. Or so he says. I'd be concerned, too. Is that the story? Sometimes he wouldn't even come home at night. Lady seems at a loss. Sounded like they need better communication, I said. How do you get people to tell you these things? Sit still for 5 minutes is all. People have all sorts of stuff twisted up inside of them. Clouds grow like lichen over the sky. Or lichen, if you prefer. They pick their way through the building bones until a shout rings out from close by. Come on, come on! Up the hill a man stands against a monument. His gaze darts between the sky and the shadows of the approaching Gorgons. We got this. The lore walkers rush towards the monument. Uh-oh, it's a leaf spirit. Kill it! Why do we care about the leaf spirit? Don't kill it, but it's right there. It's a pet. Okay. Yeah, I noticed the autosaves there. Need to write that down. Okay. Well, let's go see if we can go catch this thing. No, not you. You. Alright, little one. What a story you'll make. We can gain a legacy point. Enchant tier 0 dagger to get a tier 1 dagger. Or get a tier 1 crossbow to replace the tier 1 crossbow. Okay. What? I notice he just automatically has a crossbow now. After becoming evil. Yeah, we'll get the legacy point. Run free, Spirit of the Wild. Okay. Cool. Oh god, we have control of York, too. He has evolved to a new sensibility. Yeah, Arnie's just like, you know what? Can I just be a lich? Is that a thing I can do? Alright, York. I want you to go out there and die for me. Could you do that for me, please? Appreciate you. Alright, York's dead. Let's see. What, Von Falkenstein? Sorry, I couldn't hear you over me murdering someone. I'm curious what's going to happen now that, you know, I've got him killed. Oh, find out in a second. The clouds begin to disperse, and Joe regards the man who is now rubbing his arms and staring at the ground. York? Do I know you? Your wife sends her regards. So what's the story? Watching the goats? The goats do like it here. They climb the ruins. That's not when the forest began to get more dangerous. I thought it might be time to finally use Stormwell here. What is it? Surprised you haven't heard of it. This thing's been in the family land forever. Aunt says it was curing. We had stories that it could... This is going to sound crazy, but it could give you power. My family are abysmal storytellers, see? Terrible imagination. So I thought, maybe they're not just stories. Maybe I could, protect the goats. And my wife. Only I could get a hold of that power. Takes research, some old family recipes, and time. Lots of time to get a Stormwell to give out secrets. I didn't want to tell Brada. Rather, she came up with a story of her own. Better than the story of a goat herd trying to wear a hat 2 sizes big for him. It's a shame, though. I needed maybe one more good storm. The clouds look promising today, and I thought I could finish the process before the monsters got here. No such luck. It was silly, now that I've seen what fighting really is. I'm not cut out for it. I'm glad I never told Brada. I'm gonna count my goats and go home. Unless one of you wants it. It is possible. Your work wouldn't go to waste. The sky's clearing now, but if you want to take me up on it, come back sometime. Ask for York May. Brada, too. We'll feed you, put you out, give you the otherworldly powers. Forest folk hospitality, Meh. Calamity. Woo! See you around, prisoners. Enjoy the grimdark. Wait, that's what I'm doing. Well, I don't know what this means, so we'll give it to the mage, because why not? Let's see, what else? Secure Workfester. Everyone. Question, what did that transformation do for us? You. Shadow Arm. Action. Harvest. Arnie rakes a nearby foe with his shadowy claws. If he kills it, he consumes its soul to heal 1 HP for each shadow limb he has. He also gains +1 speed. Yeah, no kidding, Van Falkenstein. York and Brada welcomed Joa and stuffed her full of bristleberry pie and goat cheese. That sounds terrible. Brada, get your boots. You stay. Bah. York tinkered with the top of the storm window. Careful. Rumble, rumble, rumble. Wonderful, good sign, almost there. You call us when you're ready. So, what'd you give up? 4? The whole heroing. Like your goats or your spouse. To name examples completely at random. I don't think of it like that. I think, what's out there to gain? What'll slip into the mist if old Joa doesn't get in there first? There's another Joa out there in a different time who maybe got goats and a husband. Maybe she was happy. I'll never know that story, but this one's mine. Suddenly. York! Woo! It's been a long flower to bloom, but it's quite pretty now, isn't it? The storm well fills with light, or water, or both. It swirls and spills over the sides. I should have asked this before, but am I going to have to fight something? Probably not. What happens now, then? This wasn't in the stories. The ancient voices of the Tempest aren't telling you. So we can take a drink to transform, reach in to transform, or step in to transform. Head, arm, leg. What do you think? This is our mage for perspective. Seen a lot of people saying heads, but I always preferred tails. Hey! You gotta get one bad joke in every day. It's good for the soul. I'll be right back. Alright, let's do something extremely stupid. Joa draws her face close to the water. Tiny flashes within it hold her gaze. Suddenly it's obvious what she's supposed to do. Duh. Gulp, gulp, gulp. How'd it taste? A little metallic. Not great, honestly. You both okay? So now, we have Storm Touched. We now have passive. Incoming melee damage has a 30% chance to deal 2 true damage to the attacker. Whatever true damage is. Interesting. Okay. Yay! The windmill has been cleaned and put in good order, with time left for a few days of comfort. Return to the hands of the common folk. Yeah, it's... cool. Bracelets. Give it to her. Okay. Uh-oh, we got another infestation coming. Always with the infestations. Let's go deal with that. enemies advance their plans over time. Okay. Yeah, no, kinda, J. Palmer. I can see that. It's very board gamey. Rumors of Gorgons have led the lore walkers through tangled woods to the site of a long-forgotten ruins. Wind-worn rock, and decayed edifices are all that remains of this city. Weird, there's nothing in the local histories about what kind of people were here, what happened to them. Could have been a war that wiped them out, or a plague. Left no one behind to tell their story. Petrified rat over here. Nice of them to leave us a trail. I wonder what lured them all the way out here. Well, there's plenty of stonework still intact. They could put it to use, maybe. Turn this place into something defensible. One civilization falls, and others built in the bones of the dead. The dead. Sometimes you forget most of them were just plain ordinary folk living their lives. You know, with all the usual hopes and fears and everyday concerns. Not to mention loves, passions. Imagine how many coy glances were exchanged on these very streets, heartbeats quickening. And those must have been houses once, a steaming pot on the hearth, little ones crawling on the rug. Guess they formed friendships same as us, helped each other through the same hard times. In the open pit of an old amphitheater, Gorgon beasts bray and mill. Thoughts? Do we just bust in? Let's do it. Let's go loud. All foes suffer 2 damage at the start of the mission. Cool. But I think we all know what has to happen now. Let's start the battle. Feel for his range right about there. I mean, if there's any game that deserves the Mechanicus test, it's this one, right? Yeah, I was thinking that too, Colgrim. Like, they just have ridiculous range thanks to their infusion. Effectively doubling the range. And while each object can only be used so many times, who cares if you alpha strike properly? Listen, Master. I don't see any issues here. How did that not provoke an Oppie? I even specifically... Oh, whatever. Ziglia and Conlon are now rivals. Okay. Sure. What engine is this, J. Palmer? As their breathing stills, they hear the chittering of birds, the buzz of bees. Overgrown grass rustles in the breeze. Gone quiet. Think that's all of them? I've never even heard of that one, J. Palmer. Yeah, it wouldn't hurt to have a look around, though. Who knows with a place like this? Not far from when they fought, a section of flagstone appears to be coming up. Joe pries something away from her tone, occurring what appears to be the way below. How deep is it? Stairs. Should we take a look? Any reason not to? Torch over here. Let me just... Expecting a crypt or a storehouse, not someone's bedchamber. Beneath the city, too. There's some dice down here. There's a small bone flute set atop a stone pedestal. Moon-colored, its surface is smooth, polished by the press of ancient fingertips. It begs to be held again. You got that look in your eyes, Joe? Huh? Oh, it's one piece at least. It's in one piece at least. Not that it's anything special, but it kind of catches my attention. Can't help but wonder what it sounded like. Who played it? Who listened? Yeah, the way it's placed, I think it was treasured by the hands that held it. Well looked after. Then we take it! We must loot. Loot the loot. We'll give it to Joa. She needs the charisma. She's got a lightning bolt in her head. People might mistake her for Harry Potter. Joa moves forward and carefully plucks the flute from its stand. Lotra, Mr. Red. Lotra's actually a game. Pisses me off, but it's a game. DDO is DDO. There's nothing down here except dust. Those who made it. I think they'd want that. Taking it, yeah, it makes me think the things we leave behind. Maybe that's the nearest thing we ever get to immortality. This is dialogue. Now, knowing that, you're going to go play DDO and love it, because that's just how that works. But, you know, no judgment. Worst MMO? The worst video game ever made is Final Fantasy XIV 1.0. If you do not know why, then you have not seen me talk about it for a solid hour and a half. Please go watch the very first VOD of the FF14 lore run, where I talk about how bad FF14 1.0 was for a solid hour and a half. Still the worst, Golgrim. Arnie and Ziglia are in love now. Okay. Cool. Worst current MMO? That's trickier. See, the problem with that sentence, these infestations just keep spreading. Problem with that statement is, you've never played the worst MMO, and neither have I. Because nobody plays that garbage. We also have to get into a bit of a definitions argument. Because some people would argue that Korean MMOs don't count as MMOs, even though there's hundreds of them, and they're all dog crap. Okay. Hey, kiddo. Watch yourself on your way in. There's an obstacle to be overcome.
Mom says dinner's gonna be ready in like 5 minutes.
That's really early. My goodness. What is she doing? Why is the dinner ready, Sword? Why?
She summoned her out of the frying pan.
I wish I could do that. That would be awesome.
This,
Here,
just whenever you're hungry, summons
Yeah,
dinner
just
out
summon
of
dinner.
the frying pan.
I mean, conjure food is an extremely overpowered spell. I'm just saying it. Yeah, I know, right, Master? So do me a favor really quick.
If you have infinite food, then therefore you have infinite money.
That's true. What do you think of the aesthetic, just visually?
Looks cool. I guess.
Now, should we go north or south or east? Well, no, we have to go northeast because these two are infested. So which one should we do? North, you got it. Let's set everyone. We apparently have to go around because of the river. Ugh. Yeah, the Goodberry spell is legit. Okay, so what do we got? What do we got?
Summons food.
Can we like? How do we attack?
Summons food.
Okay, let's get rid of the infestation. Then
The Cornland, she looks hungry. She's got her hands like this.
interesting.
No, click on her.
Why can't I assault? We must achieve other objective first. Clear all hostile sites. God dang it. So, and now that's the infestation spreading. Oh my god. How big is this map? Alright, right. Down here. Let's head here. I see what you mean. She's doing it too, I think. Oh, no, never mind. I'm wrong.
Or not.
Listen.
She looks like she's hungry from the little picture.
She does. You're absolutely right. Alright, let's go.
I mean, she's even frowning.
Go back where we just were. At least we got rid of the infestation, so that's cool.
Why isn't this space green? Is that like a mountain?
Yeah, we can't pass it. Oh, here we go. Okay, so. Attack. We're almost to Stormhenge, aren't we? Terrain looks alright. Hills are tough, but rich. That's the tallest point up ahead. We can get a lay of the land from there. That was steeper than I needed to be. Quite a view, though. What's this? It's an egg. Worried what else we'll find. Okay, so. Should we leave the egg or roll to grab the egg? And it's a 41% chance.
Leave the egg?
You sure? Look this way. Got yourself.
Here?
Yeah.
That's a cat scratch from a while ago.
Okay. I'm apparently dumb. Ignore me. Jay Palmer says we should take the egg. But I trust my niece. She would never lead me astray.
Okay, take the egg.
Oh, never mind. She's leading me astray. Let's do it.
Egg.
It'll be fine. I'll be 2 seconds. How should I guess this old flower soak? Whoosh. Whoosh. Ah! Hurry, faster. In the bag, little buddy. 5 by 5. No.
Did they get hurt?
Now we're cooking the egg.
Oh.
You really think I would cook my prize? You can't have your egg or cake or... Anyway. No, just keeping it warm. My little crag eagle. Okay.
Why are we stealing a crag?
I don't know. Okay, so what do you think of the combat
I
area?
thought it was gonna be like a dragon.
What do you think? The aesthetic.
That looks cool. I really like the fact that the pieces are 2D. And that you are 2D.
Everything's 2D. Look what it looks like when we move.
The land isn't 2D.
I mean, yeah. Although there appears to be pits in the land, so let's just ignore that for a moment.
The trees are 2D. Why are the trees
I guess we're gonna have to go
everything
around.
except the land 2D.
Or we're gonna have to chop through the log, one of the two.
Walk around it.
Yeah, that's a long trip, though.
Okay, well then chop it.
No, you're right. We should go around. Oh god, we're being ambushed because we went around and we're dead. I'm kidding, but that would be kind of funny, honestly. fuse. The tentacles. Bye-bye. I'll be up in just a minute. I'm pretty sure that's exactly what they were going for, Shadow Machine. Especially with the pseudo procedural thing we got going on. Could teleport him, but let's wait until we actually have a reason to teleport forwards. Aha! Ooh, that smells like bacon. I think I'm going to have bacon for dinner. I'm not sure what I think of that. There's always a bad time for bacon. Actually, I did, Euro. Everybody loves the Mechanicus soundtrack. Speaking of which, frequent plug. If you have not, I know not everyone has the money to spare, but if you have the money to spare to support it, you could just buy the Mechanicus soundtrack through Steam. And I highly recommend it. It's a banger soundtrack. I mean, the game, it's a good game. Mechanicus is a good game, but speaking sincerely, the music is the best part of that game. Alright, maybe not. Ah, here we go. Okay, so let's withdraw. Let's interfuse with this. And flare. Oh, wow, really? Kira White Noise? I believe you're right, Loke. I believe as of this moment, my best scoring XCOM game is Mechanicus. This game may surpass that. We'll see. We will see. That's always the hope. I mean, it sure looks like one to me, Blade Duval. But yeah, it is a little early to judge that. I'm only a couple hours in. Let's see. I mean, if it's its own thing, that's neat and all, but I'm still going to put it on the XCOM genre list, you know what I mean? Okay, so this is, interesting. What do we have? We do. Let's harvest his soul. Right up in his face. Okay, can we? No, we cannot. That's right. Get him right up in his face. Let's just hold him here. Yeah, this is going to be a problem back here pretty soon. So I don't understand the Oppie rules really, but we'll figure it out, I suppose. let's grab this. And do this. Get that thing out of our face. See how far we can get that. Oh, that's plenty of range. Boop. Now let's book it so we can participate in this fight. You honestly just stay right. Oh, you can't shoot from that. That's easy. Just do this then. Yeah, this is why. I mean, again, Mechanicus is a good game. Let me be very clear about that, but that music, you know. Oh. So that's our first level since the campaign started. I mean, yeah, I don't want to oversell it, but in my experience, most XCOM-y games, you know, grid-based tactical based RPGs, or not RPGs, sorry, grid-based tactics games, just call it what it is, or turn-based, that's what I meant, grid-based, turn-based tactical games, there we go, aren't that great, in my experience. Most of them aren't all that great. Hi, Dream Whisperer, and hello, Maverick K. Okay, so there's Auto Guardian, we already know what that is. Every other turn, as a swift action, she shreds some of her foes. Who is this? And reaction strikes per turn increase from 2 to 4. Since we're counted as a swift, you can call on Whisper to guide her to a distant tile. Ooh. Nice for a melee, especially. I'm torn. Thing is, I haven't gotten a reaction strike to work yet. If only my adorable niece was here to show me how to make a reaction strike work. But yeah, I'm leaning towards Windwalk. Oh, well, without any adorable nieces, there is no hope. No, there's an adorable niece. No. Hey, what is going on with your face? What did you do to your face? Why is your face so gucky? I like your stickers. Can I have a sticker, please?
Yeah.
Here, put on my face. Put on my face.
No, they go on your arm.
But you can't reach my arm, so you have to put it on my face.
Okay, so on your... Do you want baby shark or mommy shark?
Baby shark, please. Thank you.
Okay, so...
Okay, now let me wrap up, and then I'll be up very quickly, okay? Don't take my bed, though. Don't take my bed. No, not my bed. No! Okay. 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 Well, as long as that's true. The zombie hugger. Zombie hugs. Zombie. Oh, God. Zombie backwards hugs. Wait, why are you dead?
I'm a zombie.
Oh, no. She's a zombie.
Zombie.
Don't turn me into a zombie. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Ugh, I am now also a zombie. Zombie hugs. Zombie hugs.
Zombie.
Oh, careful, careful, careful.
Zombie spins.
Zombie spins.
Zombie hug attack.
No, zombie hug attack. Okay, so you need to walk into an enemy reaction strike area. How does that work? Whatever. Since I don't know how that works, I'm going to go ahead and get Windwalk. You're a zombie. Here, there. I'm coming, I'm coming. All right, go upstairs. I'll be up in a minute, okay? Let's take Windwalk. I'm going to go up in a second. I need to finish the stream. Okay, so let's give the armor to the tank. That's an easy one.
Yeah.
There we go. And then we've got bracers, which we actually already have one of these, but we'll give those to the tank. Easy answer. There we go. Our enemies have improved. Okay.
Where are the enemies?
Tomorrow, we defeated them all. They're gone. They're gone. Tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we'll go ahead and continue playing this interesting game. See you guys.